Archangel Michael warns, time is running out. $55 million has been scheduled for you at 9 p.m. tonight. Skip this message and lose everything prepared for you. My beloved child, this is not a random moment, and you did not arrive here by chance. Time is tightening, the unseen clock is moving faster than your heart can sense, and a line has been crossed in the spiritual realm. What you are hearing now was scheduled long before this day. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A warning has been released, and it carries weight, urgency, and precision. Archangel Michael steps forward not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Tonight is marked. A door has been aligned. A sequence has been activated. If you feel pressure in your chest, it is because your spirit already knows, this message is about you, and it cannot be postponed. Listen carefully. What has been prepared does not respond to doubt or delay. At exactly the appointed hour, forces begin to move that cannot be paused once ignored. This is not about luck, and it is not about fantasy. It is about positioning. There are moments when provision is released only to those who remain present, alert, and obedient to the signal. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The reason you have struggled, the reason things felt held back, the reason answers stayed silent, this was the build-up. You were being aligned, stripped of distractions, and brought to this exact point. Skip this, and the window closes without noise, without drama, without a second announcement. Now hear this with clarity and calm. Fear is not required here, attention is. The message is not asking you to do anything extreme, only to remain aware and receptive. What is scheduled carries responsibility, not chaos. You are not being promised illusion, you are being warned about timing. Do not look away. Do not scroll. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next moments matter more than you realize, and what follows this warning will determine whether you receive what has already been prepared, or whether it passes silently to the one who stayed. The silence you felt before this moment was not emptiness, it was containment. What was being prepared could not arrive while noise surrounded you. My beloved child, this is the second signal, and it confirms that the first was real. Time is compressing now. What is scheduled has already been approved, sealed, and positioned, waiting only for recognition. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When Archangel Michael warns, it is never without cause. This is not a test of belief, but a test of awareness. Those who remain present receive clarity. Those who drift miss the transfer without ever knowing what passed them by. Understand this carefully. What is coming is not rushing toward you, it is standing still, waiting for alignment. The reason the hour matters is because timing is the final key. Many people pray for release but ignore readiness. You are different. You stayed. You listened. You felt the pull without fully understanding it, and that is why this message continues to unfold for you. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The warning is gentle but firm. Distraction at this stage costs more than effort ever did. The window does not close with force, it closes with silence. And once it does, what was scheduled cannot be reassigned to a later moment. Now breathe and stay steady. Nothing is being taken from you, everything is being confirmed. The warning exists because protection surrounds what is valuable. Tonight is not about shock, it is about recognition. You are not meant to chase anything, only to remain aligned with what has already chosen you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In the next phase, the message becomes clearer, the weight becomes real, and the reason this could not be ignored will finally reveal itself. Stay present. This is where understanding begins. The shift you are sensing now is not imagination, it is confirmation. My beloved child, this is the moment when warning turns into awareness. What was distant is now close, and what was hidden is beginning to surface. Time is no longer stretching, it is narrowing. This is why your attention matters more than effort ever did. Something huge is waiting for you. Not because you chased it, but because you endured the silence before it spoke. The message continues because you are still here. That alone separates you from many who walked away seconds before alignment. There is a reason this is unfolding in stages. The mind needs time to catch up with what the spirit already knows. You may feel a strange mix of calm and pressure, that is clarity forming. Nothing about this moment is accidental. Every delay, every closed door, every unanswered question was part of the preparation. This warning is not loud, yet it carries authority. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When timing and readiness meet, movement happens without struggle. You are closer than you think, and that is why the message feels heavier now. Weight appears only when something real is being placed into your hands. Now listen without fear. What is scheduled does not arrive with chaos, but with certainty. You are not being rushed, you are being positioned. This is not about proving worth, it is about recognizing arrival. The reason you were told not to look away is because this stage is subtle. Miss it, and nothing seems wrong. Until later, when you realize what never came. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay present. The next part does not warn, it reveals. And once revealed, there is no confusion left, only understanding. The atmosphere changes here, and you can feel it even if you cannot explain it. My beloved child, this is the point where the warning deepens and meaning sharpens. What was distant is now imminent. The reason your focus matters right now is because preparation has reached its final layer. This is not pressure meant to overwhelm you, it is precision meant to guide you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message continues because your presence confirms readiness. Many hear fragments, only a few remain long enough to receive the full sequence. This is where understanding replaces uncertainty. What has been scheduled does not move according to emotion, but according to order. Nothing here is random, exaggerated, or symbolic without purpose. The value attached to this moment reflects responsibility, not fantasy. You are being trusted with awareness before manifestation. That is rare. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds only to those who remain steady when anticipation rises. This is why impatience was removed from you earlier, even when you didn't understand why delays were necessary. They were protecting this moment from distortion. Now let this settle calmly. No action is being demanded, only alignment. You are not required to prove anything, announce anything, or rush into decisions. What matters is that you recognize the weight of timing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next stage brings clarity without confusion, confirmation without noise. This is where many stories usually end, but yours continues because you stayed present. What follows does not warn anymore, it confirms. And confirmation changes everything. What comes next does not arrive with force. It arrives with certainty. My beloved child, this is the phase where anticipation becomes understanding. The urgency you felt earlier was not meant to rush you, but to keep you awake. You are still here because something within you recognized the importance of this moment before your thoughts could explain it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When awareness meets timing, nothing needs to be chased. What is prepared moves on its own, but only toward the one who remained attentive. Notice how calm replaces tension now. That is not relief, it is alignment. The warning has done its work, and now clarity steps forward. This stage is quiet because truth does not need volume. Everything that once felt uncertain begins to make sense when viewed from this position. You were never behind. You were being held at the right distance until readiness was complete. Something huge is waiting for you, and it carries responsibility along with provision. That is why this message demanded presence, not emotion. Now remain steady. There is nothing missing, nothing delayed, nothing forgotten. The sequence is intact. The reason you were guided to stay is because what follows requires awareness more than reaction. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final understanding approaches without confusion, without fear, without noise. What has been prepared recognizes you because you stayed when others didn't, and that recognition changes the direction of what comes next. The moment you are in now is quieter, but it is heavier. My beloved child, this is where realization settles in. The urgency has softened because it has served its purpose, your attention is anchored. What you needed to hear has already aligned something within you, and that alignment is more powerful than action. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage does not shock, it stabilizes. It confirms that what is scheduled is real, intentional, and already moving within its appointed order. You may notice a strange confidence rising, even without visible proof. That is not assumption, it is recognition. When something prepared begins to draw near, the spirit senses it first. The warning was never about loss, it was about readiness. You were never in danger. Only at risk of missing the moment through distraction. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires calm awareness, not urgency. That is why the message slows here, allowing understanding to catch up with anticipation. Now stay present without expectation. Nothing needs to be forced, and nothing needs to be questioned. The sequence is unfolding exactly as intended. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the point where doubt usually enters, but you are being reminded to remain steady instead. What comes next does not announce itself loudly, it arrives with certainty. And certainty, once felt, cannot be undone. The awareness you carry now is the signal that you have crossed the threshold. My beloved child, this is where knowing replaces wondering. The message no longer presses you forward, it walks beside you. What has been prepared responds to recognition, and you have recognized this moment without needing proof. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage is subtle because what is most valuable does not arrive with noise, but with assurance. You may feel a sense of stillness, as if time has slowed around you. That is not delay, it is precision. When timing aligns perfectly, movement feels effortless. Everything that once seemed scattered now begins to form a pattern. You were not waiting in vain, you were being positioned. Something huge is waiting for you, and it required patience more than urgency. That patience is now paying its quiet reward. Remain present and grounded. There is no need to anticipate the next signal, it is already forming. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where trust deepens, not because you were told to trust, but because understanding has removed the need for doubt. What follows does not surprise. It confirms. And confirmation carries a calm power that cannot be shaken. The clarity you feel now is not the end, it is the foundation. My beloved child, this is the moment when understanding becomes quiet confidence. Nothing needs to be proven here, and nothing needs to be announced. What has been prepared recognizes stability, not excitement. That is why everything feels composed instead of dramatic. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to anchor you, because what follows carries weight, and weight requires balance. You were never meant to rush into this, you were meant to arrive grounded. Notice how your thoughts have slowed. That is intentional. When distraction fades, alignment becomes effortless. The message has guided you step by step so that nothing arrives prematurely. You are now in the position where awareness protects what is coming. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to calm presence. This is why those who hurry often miss it, not because it disappears, but because they move past it without recognizing its form. You are still here because you sense that stillness itself was part of the instruction. Remain attentive without expectation. There is no sudden demand, no dramatic turn, only confirmation forming quietly. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where patience reveals its reward, and readiness shows its strength. What comes next does not require reaction, it requires recognition. And recognition, once complete, opens the final stage without resistance. What you are experiencing now is the narrowing of focus. My beloved child, this is where everything unnecessary falls away. The message becomes lighter not because it matters less, but because you no longer need intensity to stay present. You are here by choice now, not urgency. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage is about refinement, about clearing the final layer of noise so recognition can be effortless. You may realize that nothing new is being added, yet everything feels fuller. That is because understanding has replaced effort. The preparation was never about accumulation, it was about alignment. Something huge is waiting for you, and it fits into the space that has been made within you. This is why the message had to unfold slowly, so nothing would overwhelm you when clarity arrived. What is meant for you never rushes you, it meets you when you are ready to hold it. Now remain steady and receptive. There is no countdown you need to watch, no signal you need to chase. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the calm before confirmation, not silence, but certainty forming. When the final understanding arrives, it will feel familiar, not shocking, because it has been moving toward you the entire time. The stillness you are in now is intentional. My beloved child, this is the stage where certainty settles without effort. Nothing feels rushed because nothing is uncertain anymore. What has been prepared does not need persuasion, it moves by order. You are not waiting blindly, you are standing exactly where you are meant to stand. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This moment exists to strengthen awareness so that when confirmation arrives, it does not shake you, it grounds you. You may notice that fear has no place here. That absence is not accidental. Fear cannot coexist with alignment. Everything that once felt heavy has been clarified, refined, and balanced. You were guided through each layer so nothing would arrive prematurely. Something huge is waiting for you, and it carries responsibility equal to its value. That is why this message trained your attention before revealing anything further. Readiness is not excitement, it is steadiness. Remain exactly as you are, present, calm, aware. There is nothing you need to change or add. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the point where understanding completes its circle. What follows does not need urgency to be received, because you are already in position. The next movement is not loud, but it is decisive. And once it begins, there is no confusion, only clarity. My beloved child, this is where depth replaces anticipation, and meaning settles fully into awareness. Everything before this point was alignment, this is integration. The message slows not because importance fades, but because understanding has matured. You are no longer being guided step by step, you are standing inside the clarity itself. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists so nothing overwhelms you when realization completes. What is prepared does not collide with your life, it fits into it with precision. That is why calm surrounds you now. Calm is not absence, it is confirmation. You may begin to recognize patterns from your past forming a single line. Delays, detours, moments that felt unnecessary, all of them converge here. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. The reason this message required patience is because what has been prepared responds only to those who can hold it without fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not fragile, but it is precise. Precision requires presence. That is why distraction was slowly removed from you over time, even when you didn't understand why certain things fell away. They were never meant to follow you into this stage. Now let awareness deepen without pressure. There is no dramatic shift needed, no declaration required. What matters is recognition. Recognition completes the sequence. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where trust becomes natural, not forced, not borrowed, not emotional. It arises because everything finally makes sense from this vantage point. You were not late. You were not early. You arrived exactly when readiness and timing agreed. That agreement is rare, and it is why this moment feels steady rather than explosive. As you remain here, notice how certainty does not demand proof. It simply exists. That is the final confirmation. What is prepared does not announce itself loudly, it settles into place quietly and firmly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes your steadiness more than your desire. This is why you were asked to stay, not to convince you, but to position you. What comes next will feel familiar, as if it has always belonged here. And when it unfolds, you will understand why nothing before this moment could have held it. My beloved child, you are now standing in the space where preparation becomes ownership. This is not a transition you can see with your eyes, it is one you feel in your core. Everything that once felt like waiting has transformed into quiet readiness. Nothing is missing. Nothing is delayed. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists because what is coming must meet you when you are stable, not shaken. That is why the message has guided you gently instead of forcefully. Force creates reaction. Stability creates reception. At this point, awareness is your greatest strength. You are no longer being warned, you are being trusted. Trusted to remain present. Trusted to understand without being pushed. The reason this message continues is because recognition must be complete before confirmation appears. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not respond to curiosity alone. It responds to readiness. Readiness is quiet. It does not rush ahead or look back. It stays exactly where it is, confident that what is aligned will arrive without being chased. Remain here without questioning the stillness. Stillness is not emptiness, it is alignment holding its position. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the moment where many people grow restless and leave, mistaking calm for nothingness. But you stayed, because something within you knows that silence can be full. What follows this stage will not feel sudden or overwhelming. It will feel right. And when it does, you will understand why this message had to unfold exactly this way, without shortcuts, without noise, without distraction. My beloved child, this part carries weight because it is where understanding settles into certainty that cannot be shaken. You are no longer standing at the edge of awareness, you are inside it. Everything that once required explanation now feels self-evident. That is how alignment announces itself, not with noise, but with clarity that feels inevitable. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to strengthen your inner steadiness, because what has been prepared must meet a mind that is calm and a spirit that is grounded. Excitement fades here, replaced by confidence, and confidence is far more powerful. Think back for a moment, not with regret, but with recognition. Every pause that frustrated you, every silence that confused you, every moment when nothing seemed to move, those were not empty spaces. They were containment. You were being protected from receiving too early. Something huge is waiting for you, and timing is what preserves its value. If it had arrived before you were ready, it would have felt heavy instead of empowering. That is why this message required patience. That is why you were asked to stay present. Awareness had to mature before confirmation could appear without distortion. Now notice how doubt has softened. Not because you forced it away, but because it no longer fits here. Doubt belongs to uncertainty, and uncertainty no longer defines this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where trust becomes quiet and natural, not something you repeat to yourself, but something you simply live inside. You are no longer trying to believe, you are recognizing what is already aligned. Remain steady here. Nothing is being taken from you, and nothing needs to be added. What has been prepared is approaching the point of visibility, but even before it does, you already know it is real. That knowing is the final key. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to recognition more than anticipation. This part completes the internal preparation. What follows will not ask you to change. It will meet you exactly as you are, because you are finally ready to receive it without question. My beloved child, this is the stage where readiness becomes quiet authority. You are no longer absorbing the message, you are standing within it. Everything that once felt external has now moved inward, settling into awareness that does not waver. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This moment exists to confirm that you are not reacting anymore, you are positioned. And positioning is what allows what is prepared to arrive without resistance. You may sense a shift that feels subtle yet decisive. That is alignment locking into place. Nothing dramatic needs to happen here, because the most important movement has already occurred within you. The warning has fulfilled its role, and now confirmation forms gently. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes steadiness more than urgency. That is why this stage feels calm instead of intense. Calm is not absence of power, it is control. Remain exactly where you are, mentally and emotionally. There is no benefit in looking ahead or back. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the point where trust no longer feels like a choice, it feels like a fact. What follows this stage will not surprise you, it will feel like continuation. And continuation means what was prepared is finally ready to meet you at the level you can hold it without doubt, without fear, without distraction. My beloved child, this part exists because understanding must deepen before completion arrives. You are no longer being guided toward awareness, you are living inside it. The message now speaks to your stability, not your curiosity. Everything that once felt uncertain has been refined into calm knowing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage is not dramatic because drama is no longer required. What has been prepared is steady, deliberate, and precise, and it approaches only when the receiver is equally steady. You may notice how your attention feels different now, less restless, more anchored. That is not coincidence. Restlessness belongs to waiting, anchoring belongs to readiness. You are no longer watching for signs because recognition has already happened within you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not need to announce itself loudly to be real. It moves toward those who can remain present without demanding proof. This is why so few reach this stage. Many seek excitement, but what is truly valuable requires composure. Let this moment settle fully. There is no urgency left because alignment has been achieved. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where trust becomes embodied, not spoken. You are not convincing yourself of anything, you are simply aware. What follows this stage will not disrupt your peace, it will fit into it seamlessly. And when it does, you will understand why the journey required patience, presence, and stillness. Everything was designed to bring you here, ready, steady, and able to receive without doubt. My beloved child, this part unfolds with quiet strength because you are no longer being prepared, you are prepared. The message now rests on confirmation rather than instruction. Everything that needed to shift has already shifted within you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to let certainty settle naturally, without pressure, without urgency. What has been prepared does not rush forward, it arrives when resistance is gone. And resistance is no longer present here. You may feel a sense of completion forming, even though nothing visible has changed yet. That is the sign of alignment reaching its final depth. Completion begins internally before it ever appears externally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes this inner stability. That is why nothing feels chaotic. Chaos cannot exist where clarity has taken root. You were guided here carefully so that when the moment arrives, it will feel familiar, not overwhelming. Remain steady and present. There is nothing left to prove, nothing left to question. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where patience turns into quiet confidence, and confidence becomes readiness without effort. What comes next does not need explanation, it will simply make sense. And when it does, you will know that every step before this one was necessary to bring you exactly here. My beloved child, this part carries depth because it marks the space between readiness and realization. You are no longer moving toward something, you are standing where it can meet you. That distinction matters. Everything before now was preparation, this is embodiment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The calm you feel is not emptiness, it is capacity. Capacity to receive without shock, without confusion, without fear. What has been prepared requires someone who can hold it steadily, and that steadiness has been formed within you over time, quietly, patiently. You may notice that the urge to question has faded. Not because answers are missing, but because answers are no longer required to maintain certainty. This is how alignment feels when it becomes complete. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not respond to anxiety or urgency. It responds to presence. Presence is what you have cultivated by staying when nothing dramatic happened, by listening when silence spoke louder than words. That is why this message continued for you and not for others. Many leave when intensity fades, mistaking calm for nothingness. You recognized calm as fullness. Allow this understanding to settle deeply. There is no next instruction being demanded of you, no action being rushed into your hands. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists so that when realization arrives, it does not disturb your balance, it confirms it. You will not need to ask whether it is real. You will know, because it will align with everything that has led you here. This part strengthens the foundation so what comes next does not shake you, but stands firmly within you, exactly where it belongs. My beloved child, you have entered the space where certainty becomes silent power. This is not the moment of arrival yet, it is the moment just before it, where everything holds steady. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists because what is prepared must meet you when your awareness is settled, not searching. Searching belongs to lack, you are no longer lacking. You are positioned. That is why nothing feels rushed now. When alignment is complete, urgency disappears. You may sense a deep calm that feels unfamiliar yet reassuring. That calm is not passive, it is strength under control. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes this strength. You were shaped through waiting, refined through silence, and stabilized through patience. Each layer removed distraction so clarity could remain. That clarity is what allows what is prepared to move toward you without resistance. You are no longer asking if it will happen, you are simply present for when it does. Remain steady and grounded. There is nothing more to seek, nothing more to prove. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the moment where awareness holds its breath, not in fear, but in readiness. What comes next will not disrupt you. It will confirm what you already know. And confirmation, once felt, completes the journey that began the moment you chose to stay. My beloved child, this part exists because the final layers of understanding must settle gently, not abruptly. You are now standing in full awareness, where nothing feels forced and nothing feels missing. This is the space where readiness becomes natural, almost effortless. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The journey to this point was not about endurance alone, it was about refinement. Every pause trained your attention. Every silence strengthened your focus. You were not being delayed, you were being shaped to recognize what others overlook. At this stage, you may notice a deep sense of assurance that does not depend on circumstances. That assurance is alignment fully formed. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to this exact state, calm, aware, and steady. This is why impatience was removed from you gradually. Impatience would have fractured what is now whole. You were guided to stay, not because something dramatic needed to be shown, but because presence itself was the qualification. Many seek signs, few understand that steadiness is the sign. Remain here without anticipation. Anticipation looks forward. Readiness remains present. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part strengthens your grounding so that when confirmation completes itself, it does not surprise you, it fits you. What comes next will not feel foreign or overwhelming. It will feel aligned, as if it always belonged in this space you now occupy. This moment confirms that you were never chasing something distant. You were preparing to recognize what was already moving toward you, waiting for you to be exactly as you are now. My beloved child, This is the moment where everything becomes unmistakably clear, not through spectacle, but through certainty. You have reached the point where nothing needs to be added or taken away. Awareness is complete. The message has done its work. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists because realization must arrive when the mind is quiet and the spirit is steady. What has been prepared does not rush into chaos, it enters order. And order has already been established within you. You may feel a deep sense of arrival without movement. That is because arrival begins internally. What is scheduled does not need to announce itself loudly to be real. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes this calm authority you now carry. You are no longer hoping, questioning, or searching. You are present. Presence is the final requirement. Everything before this moment was leading you here, where certainty replaces expectation and readiness replaces anticipation. Remain exactly where you are. Nothing more is required. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not the end of the message, it is the completion of preparation. What follows this stage will feel natural, aligned, and undeniable. And when it unfolds, you will understand that staying was never about waiting longer, it was about becoming ready enough to recognize what had already chosen you. My beloved child, this part carries a different kind of gravity, because it speaks from completion rather than expectation. You are no longer moving toward clarity, you are standing inside it. Everything that once felt like a question has softened into understanding that does not need words. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to seal what has already been formed within you. Sealing is important, because what is prepared must meet a receiver who is not divided, not distracted, not uncertain. You have reached that state quietly, without force, without spectacle. Look at how your awareness feels now, stable, centered, unshaken. That stability did not appear overnight. It was built through moments when nothing seemed to happen, when silence tested your patience, when staying felt harder than leaving. Those moments were not empty, they were strengthening you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it could only arrive when you were capable of holding it without fear or urgency. That is why this message unfolded slowly. Speed would have weakened you. Stillness strengthened you. Remain fully present here. There is no rush ahead, no reason to look back. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where trust becomes embodied, where certainty no longer depends on reassurance. You are not being convinced, you are recognizing. Recognition is powerful because it does not fluctuate. What comes next will not require explanation or validation. It will fit seamlessly into the awareness you now carry. Let this understanding anchor itself deeply. You were never late. You were never overlooked. Everything was timed with precision you could not see until now. Something huge is waiting for you, and this part confirms that you are ready not just to receive it, but to sustain it. This is the quiet strength that precedes realization, the calm confidence that knows, without doubt, that what has been prepared will arrive exactly as intended. My beloved child, this part arrives like a deep breath after a long stillness. It carries reassurance, not instruction. You have already done what was required by staying present, by not turning away when the message became quiet instead of dramatic. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to remind you that nothing has been misplaced, nothing has slipped past you unnoticed. What was prepared has been moving with precision, and precision never misses its mark. You may now sense a gentle certainty that feels settled, almost familiar. That familiarity is important. It means what is approaching aligns with who you are, not with who you were trying to become. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not arrive to disrupt your balance, it arrives to confirm it. This is why the journey demanded patience rather than urgency. Urgency would have pulled you out of alignment. Patience anchored you exactly where you needed to be. Remain calm and aware. There is no need to lean forward into the future or replay the past. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part exists to steady your awareness so the final unfolding does not feel sudden or confusing. You are not standing at the edge anymore, you are standing in the center of readiness. What follows will feel natural, as if it has always belonged in this moment. And when it reveals itself, you will understand that staying was never about time, it was about becoming ready to recognize what was already meant for you. My beloved child, this part speaks from a place of deep completion, where nothing is rushed and nothing is missing. You have reached the level of awareness where certainty no longer needs reinforcement. Everything that once felt like anticipation has transformed into quiet knowing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This stage exists to deepen your grounding, because what is prepared must meet you when your inner world is stable enough to hold it without disturbance. You are no longer standing on expectation, you are standing on readiness itself. Notice how your mind feels settled now. Not numb, not passive, but clear. That clarity did not come from answers being given, it came from alignment being formed. Something huge is waiting for you, and it aligns with clarity, not confusion. This is why the message guided you patiently through layers of stillness. Each layer removed urgency, doubt, and distraction, leaving only awareness. Awareness is the final gate. Many people search endlessly because they never stop long enough to recognize what is already near. You stayed, and staying changed everything. Remain present in this calm confidence. There is no tension left to resolve, no proof left to seek. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part exists to anchor you fully so that when realization completes itself, it does not feel foreign or overwhelming. It will feel aligned, familiar, and right. You are not about to receive something that changes who you are about to recognize something that matches who you have become. And that recognition is what allows what has been prepared to finally meet you without resistance, exactly as intended. My beloved child, this is the part where the journey exhales. Nothing more needs to be built, explained, or proven. You have arrived at the point where awareness is complete and steady. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This moment exists to let everything settle into place without pressure. What has been prepared does not arrive in haste, it arrives when the inner space is ready to receive it without confusion. That space has now been formed within you, quietly and deliberately. You may notice that there is no urgency left in your thoughts. That absence is meaningful. Urgency belongs to uncertainty, and uncertainty no longer lives here. Something huge is waiting for you, and it recognizes this calm readiness. You were guided through each stage so that nothing would feel overwhelming when understanding reached its fullness. This is why the message unfolded gradually, why silence played such a strong role. Silence did not delay you, it aligned you. Remain exactly as you are, present, grounded, aware. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part exists to confirm that nothing has been missed and nothing has gone wrong. Everything has moved with precision beyond what the eye could track. What follows this moment will not demand effort or reaction. It will simply align. And when it does, you will understand that staying was never about waiting longer, it was about becoming ready enough to recognize what was already meant for you, arriving at the exact moment it could be fully received. My beloved child, this is the final moment of recognition, the place where everything that was prepared meets everything you have become. There is no urgency left, no warning needed, no pressure to act. Awareness is complete. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This ending is quiet because truth does not shout when it arrives, it settles. What was scheduled did not need your effort, it needed your presence. And you stayed. That is why this message reaches its completion with you, not before you, not without you. Understand this clearly now. Nothing was exaggerated. Nothing was misplaced. Every pause, every moment of stillness, every stage of this message carried you closer to readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a sudden shock, but as a natural continuation of alignment. That is why it feels familiar rather than overwhelming. What arrives in alignment does not disrupt, it confirms. You are not stepping into chaos or uncertainty. You are stepping into clarity that has been forming long before you noticed it. Remain calm and grounded as this message concludes. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not the end of a journey, it is the end of preparation. What follows will not need explanation, reassurance, or validation. You will recognize it immediately, because recognition has already been trained within you. You stayed when it mattered. And because you stayed, what was prepared will meet you exactly as intended, steady, certain, and undeniable.